it's just kind of crazy. Like, why is there not a starter on the Western Conference or Team LeBron, whatever you want to call it, from the Suns? It just don't make no sense. Like, how you got Wiggins, but you don't have Devin Booker or something like that? That's just mind-boggling to me. They got the number one seed in the West at 42-10. They have the best record in the entire NBA. Booker's averaging 25, 5 and 4. Ayton, like I said, 16 and 10 and a half rebounds. CP3, 15 and 10. As a team, they ranked top 3 in scoring. They're number 1 in field goal percentage. They're second in point differential in their wins, and they're top 5 in rebounding. So they have all the tools. The numbers will give you that, but I just feel like they don't really get the respect that they deserve. I mean, why do you think there's no starters from the Phoenix Suns? And then 2, why do you think they're still like a slept-on team? I feel like people still don't kind of respect them in a sense.
So I think the answer, well, actually, I have to ask you a question. Did Booker go for front court or back court?
So from what I have to check it, I don't know if they still have that update on the website or through any platform. Mm-hmm. But my brother was telling me that they counted Booker as front court this year.
Okay.
But he's a backcourt player.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, if that holds constant, if that's true, then I can see why the fans are, what have you done for me lately? The more exciting story is John Morant. Obviously, Steph Curry has had a sensational season as well, too. So I can see that. But if you're going to do what the voting said front court, then I mean, I would have had him there. Someone should have been there as well. But I mean, it is what it is. But go ahead.
So it changes what I was gonna say, not entirely, but a little bit. As far as the starter, I would have thought if Devin Booker was a backcourt, it makes sense why you don't have CP3 or Booker as starters, because John Morant and Steph Curry are MVP candidates.
Yeah,
you're talking about like individual players, putting them on a pedestal to be all stars instead of like just straight up going off your team. Because if we're talking about Ja, Steph, Booker, Chris Paul, that's the top 3 seeds in the West. So like you kind of have to congratulate all of them, and that's why they all made the All-Star team. But if we're picking the starters out of all 4 of those players, you have to go Ja and you have to go Steph Curry. Now, if we're talking about Devin Booker was a front court player and Wiggins made it, now we do kind of have a conversation, because like it doesn't really add up. Wiggins only has 18 points per game. And then you also have Steph Curry. You also have Draymond, who made an All-Star. You have Jordan Poole, who could possibly be 6th man if something happens. It's like Hero or like Jordan Clarkson or something like that. I mean, I can understand Booker made it over Wiggins if they label him as a front court. Still doesn't make sense. Ayton doesn't really deserve it as far as stats and as far as how many games he's missed. 21 games missed. You can't really be a starter for that. So
yeah, it's just interesting to see as well too. But it is what it is. Hopefully this just adds more fuel to their fire as well too. And they're going to be one of the, I think in my opinion, they're going to be one of the top 4 teams remaining. If you combine the East and the West, when it gets to the conference finals, I think they're going to be there. So yeah, it's crazy, but I mean, they still got selected, so you can't take anything away from that.